We are doing it. So we're going to start with our centering song with Raymond and Diego, and then I will ring the bowl 3 times, and that's our cue that we will start our service with our invocation today with the delightful Susie Kushner, our practitioner of service. So welcome, everyone. We're going to begin with Diego and Raymond getting us all centered in.
I don't know about you, but I've already slipped into that place of oneness with the sound of the violin. Just catching my breath. And as the vibration of the bowl moves away from our earshot, we bring that vibration into our heart space, into our center, coming into consciousness together. That place where I know that power and that presence that is God, that there's no difference between the thunder and the lightning and baby's breath, that it is all powerful, that it is all God. The joy, the freedom, the laughter, it is all God. And it is here now and always. Knowing and feeling itself in all life, at the center of all life. And I know that I am that powerful thunder, and I am that sweet, brand new baby, newborn breath, and everything in between. I know that my laughter is God's laughter, that my tears are God's tears, my feelings are God's feelings, and my love is God's love. There is absolutely no separation. And as I know this for myself, I know this for each and every individual between these 4 walls and beyond. And just join me in the truth of knowing that today is blessed and very blessed. and the service unfolds exactly in divine perfection and purpose. And with the music moving through our bodies and our soul, and the message just blowing our minds, and the food tantalizing our taste buds and satiating our belly, and the celebration that we are here today for. That we move into celebration with each other and ourselves. That we can look in each other's eyes and know God. That's the celebration of life itself. And I'm just going to simply just drop that right there, tie it up with a bow, and affirm it for today, and allow it to be, as together we affirm, and so it is. Whew.
Susie Kushner, practitioner of service. That was a beautifully powerful invocation. Thank you. I mean, it really was. Did you feel that? I mean, I felt like it started here, right? And then it flowed over here. And then Susie brought it forward in a greater way. So thank you. I mean, prayer. Powerfully felt. So thank you. Beautiful. That's what we do here, right? And we are celebrating today. We are celebrating the installation of beautiful new licensed practitioners this morning to support our center, the healing arm of our center, in a greater and greater way. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. I am Reverend Charlene. It is my joy, my honor to be present with us here today. We are a beautiful, loving, creative community. And I hope you can feel it in what we do and how we present ourselves. We are love in form. And so we come here to this center, to this teaching philosophy created by Dr. Ernest Holmes, to understand what Susie just presenced for us, that we are God looking at God. And when we can operate and vibrate from that level where I see no other, I only see God expressing in all form, we create paradise, heaven on earth. And that is, I think, the overarching goal of Centers for Spiritual Living everywhere, to move us all in consciousness expanding, to get to that tipping point where there is no war, there is no extensive pain. We are solving and working together to reveal wholeness in a greater and greater way through consciousness revealing itself. And so that's what we do here. That's what we do here. And I loved this. Community is one who has learned to love all people will find plenty of people who will return that love. Right? When that's all I see, that's all I see. And that's what we do here. We affirm that truth of our being, that knowing, so we can get to this place where we just see each other, and it is good and very good. Oh, I get the duo today. I know, I love it so much, and I also am like somewhat embarrassed, I have to be honest, because I get like self-conscious, but I love it so much. Hi, we love you. You're here with us. You're part of this celebration. Put your notes in the chat so we can see who you are and talk with you. We love you. You're a part of us. So welcome to the Sunday service experience. I love you. Mwah. Okay, thank you. I love it so much, and I'm also like so self-conscious because I'm like, oh my God, here comes the crescendo of the Jaws theme. Oh, it's so good. All right, well, it is December 7th, and today is the first Sunday of December. So I'm going to call up our birthday king, Reverend Michael Summers. Oh, okay, yes, let me crown you. This is always important. He is a prince among men. Please welcome Reverend Michael Summers to lead us in our birthday celebration.
Okay, we have a lot to celebrate as far as birthday goes in December, don't we? Because Jesus was born. We celebrate his birthday in December. And you know, his teachings were what inspired Ernest Holmes a lot. So we are living by a lot of what Jesus taught, especially you got to think positive. You got to believe what you think. Think and believe in a positive way so you can enjoy life. But we're going to celebrate the other birthdays that are coming in December. Look at this cute little... So anybody that has a December birthday, we need you to stand up. Hey! Okay. Hey, all right. Yes, yes, yes. Good. So when we have birthdays, what do? We sing. So are we ready to sing? Okay, here we go. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, babies. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Thank you so much. You can uncrown me. You want to uncrown
I'll
me?
uncrown you. Till January, where you shall receive your crown yet again. Thank you, Reverend Michael. It's always the fun part of the first Sunday in the month. Seems odd that it's December 7th is the first Sunday of the month, you know, because we've already been in December, but it's lovely. All right, so it is time of service where we're going to have our spiritual reading for the day with our practitioner, Susie Kushner. Please welcome Susie.
Thank you. Good morning. Honestly, I really had a hard time standing here with that violin playing. I was so deeply moved by that. It was really hard to even catch my breath. So that was beautiful, Diego. Thank you. So when we're tasked to find a reading for the talk and to, Reverend Shar gives us kind of the idea, and then we have to go from there. And we have several bookshelves in our home, so there's hundreds of books to choose from, and it's almost overwhelming. But I'm always there, like I'm gonna find the most obscure book, and I'm gonna find the reading in that one. And I go through all those books, and then I find it in 365 Days of Science of Mind. Not December 7th, but another date. And I thought it was kind of perfect for the day, so here we go. So again, sorry, it's from 365 Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, our founder, Ernest Holmes. We all wish to receive, but how many of us desire to give? If, as Jesus intimated, receiving is the other end of giving, then the more we give, the more we shall receive. Who loses his life shall find it. We should give the best that we have to one another and to the world. This gift of life is made without effort. It is a complete abandonment of the self to life, a conscious letting go of all the tight strings of our being, a loosening of the divine gifts within us. Only when we have learned to give all will we be in a position to receive all. Today, I give myself lavishly to life. I unloose the well springs of my being and make complete deliverance of the self to life. This I do spontaneously and with joy, withholding nothing. I will not do this with any hope of reward, but in the glad joy for the opportunity to increase my own livingness. Everything that I have belongs to the world. Everything that I have belongs to the world. Giving, I will receive the world back into my own consciousness. Today is good. Tomorrow will be even better. And the vista of tomorrows that stretches down the bright eternities of an endless future will all be good, for the nature of reality cannot change. So I just want to remind you that we're open at top. And the law of reciprocity is always in operation. The giving and the receiving, it's always moving, it's always in the flow. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right over here and over here. It's always operating in our best and highest good. So just revel in that. Use it. Live it. I love you. Thank you.
Oh wait, that was a horrible. Okay. Oh, that's the trick. You look at the elbow. Very good. Thank you, Susie. Beautiful reading. Perfect. Dr. Ernest Holmes is the best. Love him. So we are gifted by these two beautiful artists, Raymond and Tazari, Diego Mondragon. What they create together is just, I mean, honestly, when you play together, it's like we don't even want to stand up and have to speak words. So thank you. So our first featured song this morning is Temecula Mist, written and performed by Diego Mondragon. So please welcome Raymond and Diego.
Thank you, Reverend Shar. How's everybody today? Raymond, play just a little bit the rhythm part. Okay. All right. Anybody out there with Native American blood? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. Anybody out there with Native American blood and rhythm? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, cancel that. Anybody out there with rhythm? Keep your hands up. Who can do this? Susie, come on up. Give her a hand. She's brave. You can actually, no, lift it up so it sounds better. Okay, where's my other person with Native American blood and rhythm?
I got a Native American tattoo.
Oh, you wear them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so when the rhythm begins, he's going to start the rhythm, then you start dum, 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 and you can do this. Right? When I stop, then I'm going to pick. Listen, when I play the flute, keep going. When I stop playing the flute, that's the time to stop. But I'm going to and then have a C, and when I pick up the flute again, come on up and do the same exact thing. Yeah. And then we're going to do a decrescendo. So slow. All right. Well. Not yet. Okay, take a little breather. I'm going to say a little bit something about this song. So, in a time of thankfulness, living in Temecula Valley and having Native American blood myself, I thought, why not compose a song inspired by the Native Americans of this beautiful valley? Temecula, it's kind of I'm repeating myself. It's like when they say, I'd like a latte tea, or what's the chai tea? You're saying tea and tea. Temecula mist is mist and mist, because Temecula is the valley of mist. See, but a lot of people didn't know anyway, so it works. So this is called the Temecula mist.
my goodness. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, Diego, Ryman. I just want to point something out too, and we're going to have to get it on camera, but so Diego's daughter is here, and she's in the second row. Well, I'm talking about her right now. She cannot take her eyes off her daddy the entire time that he is playing. She is glued in on him when he's playing. So I can't keep my eyes off her. I want to like watch her because she's watching you. It's so adorable. So Diego, Ryman, thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, we are just, what a delightful community we have. I mean, seriously. So good. All right, I'm going to do my best to hustle through my talk because we have a lot to go through today. So, you know, at some point, Beth, my practitioner partner, is going to be like, okay, we got to go. So, the greater idea is calling. That's the talk this morning. We are moving into, so 2026, the Center for Spiritual Living overarching theme is open at the top. That was a phrase coined by Dr. Ernest Holmes, our founder, who really did believe that we should remain open at the top. He understood that science and philosophy and psychology were all going to support us in our upward growth, and that we shouldn't limit ourselves, and we should stay open to new forms that become relevant. So I'm moving, I don't like for December, the theme was shedding our skin. I'm like, We're going to be open at the top. We are open at the top. So we're talking, I've been working with spiritual laws. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, but the books I'm using today, How to Change Your Life, Dr. Ernest Holmes. Oh, this one has been really cool. So Beth brought this into my awareness. This is Working with the Law by Raymond Halliwell, and Beth and I are going to craft a class for January, February around this, Working with the Law, and also my other Bible, This Thing Called You by Dr. Ernest Holmes. So those are the books that we are working with today. Open at the top, and a greater idea is calling. Open at the top for me means creating the best version of ourselves. Last week, Marcy did a great talk on better than our best, right? And that we can always move into a better expression of ourselves. Even when sometimes I'm cranky and I need food or coffee, just like Marcy mentioned last week, we can always do better. We can always see ourselves in love and compassion. And when we can do that for ourselves, we can do that for other people. And that's really where the gift is. So today we're going to look at the law of sacrifice. Ooh, I could just feel it just go kerplunk. Does anybody here have an aversion to the word sacrifice? Thank you, Reverend Dr. Sharon. I think the word sacrifice has been hijacked a little bit by this image. I love Christ consciousness, but I feel like the word sacrifice has been shifted and molded into this understanding that it is a self-givingness that is unrepairable, that it is sacrificing yourself to such a depth that that's the image that I called forth, right? And what I want us to look at today is sacrifice. I want us to powerfully claim that word back into our lives. Have that spiritual authority of sacrifice. Oh, sorry, this is bugging me. I'm going to move it away from my mouth. Of sacrifice. Now it's too far. Try it again. Maybe right there. That we are, whether we know it or not, we are constantly making decisions, right? I decide to go right. That means I sacrifice left, right? I choose to walk over here. That means I've sacrificed going over this way. Well, but look, I can change my mind and I could go right back over here. We're constantly making decisions. We are decision-making machines. We're making choices at every moment. So when we make a choice for something, it means we're not choosing something else, and that's okay. So I want us to reframe our thought process today around the word sacrifice. Because there is physical laws, we've talked about it, right? So just as I know I can turn on I can use the light switch to power the electricity to turn the lights on in this building, right? There's a law of gravity. There are physical laws that work in this universe that hold the universe together. And they're physical, and we can use them for our good. Electricity and power existed before we knew it existed. And there's other physical laws that I believe are coming forward over time because we're experiencing them and we're discovering them. Didn't mean they're not in existence right now. It just means we don't know about them quite yet. We have to get over here to know about them. So they're there for our good. It's the same thing with spiritual laws. They're operating all the time, no matter what. You can choose to ignore them. That's fine. You do you, boo. I am wanting us to embrace spiritual laws like we embrace physical laws and use them. And one of the laws is the law of sacrifice. Now, this doesn't mean punishment. It's not self-denial. Dr. Ernest Holmes uses the spiritual law of sacrifice as letting go of a lower idea so a higher idea can take its place. We have to let go of that which is not serving us so that this new idea, this higher expression can come forward. Right? Are we tracking? You got it? Do I need to keep talking? All right. So it's not about demanding suffering. It's only about releasing what no longer serves us. Fear, doubt, resentment, unworthiness, outdated beliefs that just don't serve us anymore. But the power is in understanding that I have to sacrifice those, even though I'm all snugly comfortable right here in my unworthiness. It feels so good. I feel so safe and secure. I have to let go of that blanket, that mantle, that false belief. I have to let go of it so that I can be a fuller expression of myself. I have to let go of it. And it takes awareness. We have to look and lean in and understand that if my experience is this, there might be a false belief operating there, and I need to sacrifice that false belief so I can change my experience. This is a long one, but it's really juicy, okay? So we see that losing our lives or making the great surrender to the Spirit does not mean losing anything worthwhile, but getting rid of those things which deny the presence and the power of the Spirit right here on earth. It is the great negation of life that we have to surrender. The doubts, the fears, the uncertainties, the coldness and the unkindness, the lack of love. That's what we sacrifice so that we can move into a fuller expression. And I think that seems like an easy thing, right? When I think about just let loose of unkindness. Can I release and sacrifice unkindness in order to have a fuller expression today? We have to let go of those lesser experiences to get the greater experience to come forward. That's where we open that space up for transformation. So what might our sacrifices be? Maybe it's the release of a limited thought pattern, fear, ego attachments. That's a good one. My ego likes to attach to all sorts of things. False belief that I am separate from God. Judgments and opinions of the mind. Can we let go of these? Can we sacrifice these things in order to move higher evolve consciously. I think we can. But we demonstrate this all the time. And I'm bringing in the ladder just as a kind of an image to use. You know, you have to hang your Christmas tree lights, right? Well, in my house, we have to. We have to. So you have to use your ladder, right? But you can't get to the lights if you're not willing to step off the ground onto that rung and then take another step and go higher. Oh, and it starts to get scary, right? I'm like getting higher off the ground, but I have to trust the ladder, and I have to keep making those steps up the ladder so I can hang my lights and have joy and happiness and abundance in lights. And more lights. Now, of course, if I had my way, I would leave them up all year long because I love lights. I love lights. But as we gain our footing and we continue to climb, it gets a little easier. And that same principle is true in our lives. We can release fear. If you can just release a little bit, like choose one little nugget of unworthiness to release. And then maybe you choose a bigger nugget and you release that one. It starts to get easier. You start to trust the ladder. It does feel risky sometimes. But as we climb in consciousness, we can release those things that are keeping us lower. What do we gain? We gain freedom, creativity, clarity, wisdom, abundance. We want those things in our lives, and yet my ego clings, attaches to all these things that it thinks it's going to keep me safe, and it's not. It's a false belief that it's going to keep me safe. The only thing I need to trust is to keep climbing the ladder, keep putting my faith in love, kindness, harmony. It's about yielding, sacrificing to the truth of who we are, getting rid of all the layers of false belief and what race consciousness has laid on me. I have to strip those down to get to the truth of who I am. And it takes work. Climbing a ladder is hard. Have you climbed a ladder? Yeah. Look, and then you look down. That's when it gets scary. I don't like it. But I like the lights. So I climb the ladder. This is true in our lives. So in, here we go. In How to Change Your Life, Dr. Ernest Holmes, he says this about the ladder, and I really liked it. Now, however, if individuals are continue to progress, we must take things in our own hands and choose to continue our climb. The key word. What's the key word? Choose. Oh, you're such good students. Look at you. We have to choose it, okay? From now on, we ascend because we ourselves have chosen to do so. In order to do this, we must clearly realize that there is no separation between humankind and God. Remember, everything is spirit, an expression of the infinite God consciousness. There is nothing in the universe that can hinder your upward climb, your increased awareness of oneness with God, unless you decide to stop climbing. The vast expanse of an ever-widening upward reach is ever available to you. We have volition, we have choice. It's up to us. So if the only thing that's hindering me is me. It's my choice to continue the climb. And that's where, the real work is. But there's a greater idea within you, within us. We are not just the acorn. We're the mighty oak. It's our choice to look and see it, to know it, to surrender that which is not serving me, surrender that job that is not supporting me, surrendering those coworkers who are bothersome. right? You have to surrender, and sometimes it's scary because you're up on that, you've taken that next step on the ladder, and you're a little bit higher off the ground, and you're trusting. It's a lot, but you have to keep climbing. Embracing our inner knowing, our inner truth of being. The law of sacrifice is not loss, it is transformation. We can let go of everything we don't need. We can surrender our higher self, surrender to our higher self, embrace and be that transformation into our greater being. The choice is ours. Can we accept our spiritual authority? Do you all know that you have spiritual authority? Wait, I didn't hear anything. Wait, what? Do you know that you have spiritual authority? Yes, you do. I'm not going to affirm anything else. Each one of us has spiritual authority and dominion on our life. We can change our lives. I know this to be true. Ask any practitioner in this room, they will tell you it is true. You can change your life. We have to choose it. We have to climb the ladder. Sometimes I get confused about where I am because I'm so overwhelmed. Dr. Ernest Holmes said, the great surrender is the surrender of the false to the true. And that's really it. That's it in a nutshell. Surrender the false to the true. Know the truth of your being. Surrender everything that is not that. Trust that your experience will follow, even when it's scary, even when you're looking down. Oh my gosh, I'm so high. You're sourced and supported, and you have spiritual dominion. Nothing is ever really lost. It's only, oh, I like this one. Sorry, I did like this one. This is it. Surrendering the false to the true. The truth of our being. Because only illusions fall away. Then spirit comes in to support your experience, and it shows up, and you go, oh, Reverend Charlene, you will never believe what happened. This happened. And I said, oh, that's incredible. Holy cow. It's magic. But that is the truth of spiritual authority. Practitioners, ministers, we go, oh yeah, wonderful. Yay. Let's do more. Okay? What are we ready to release? So I really want you to consider this. In your own life, in December, moving into our burning bowl ceremony at the end of the month, moving into January, what lesser idea of myself am I going to release? What is it? What larger idea is calling me? What in me must be surrendered so a greater life can unfold for me? I have spiritual dominion. So what is it? Get it into your mind and start thinking about it. What lesser idea of me is ready to be released? So I'm going to ask we're going to move into the sacred ceremony together. We have newly licensed practitioners. They took their oral panels after about 4 years of conscious study. They took their oral panels in July. We're just now getting to it. That's on me. But they love me. So I'm going to ask Beth Haas, practitioner Beth Haas, to, yes, please come up. Reverend Dr. Sharon Hudson is going to come forward, and Reverend Neil, if you could all come forward. We're going to move into a time of sacred ceremony together. This is all of us, okay? So I would like our newly licensed practitioners, if you took a panel in July and you're ready to receive and take your vow, please stand and come forward. Come join us. Susie Kushner, Beryl Ann Crutchley, Gary Crutchley, Lorelei Newman, Cecilia Birch, Peg McLaughlin, Ted Blake. Please come forward. Come forward, come forward. Yes, so let's just give them a moment. Please applaud them. I'll get out of my own way. Okay. So these beloveds, like I said, have studied for 4 years. They took a graduating exam in May of this past year, and then they took oral panels right here with 2 practitioners and a minister, and passed their panels when we celebrated them. And so this is their time now to be honored and make a commitment to Centers for Spiritual Living. Okay? So I'm going to lead, Beth Haas is going to lead us. So please welcome Beth Haas, practitioner teacher.
So I was teacher for all of them over the journeys. And I wrote this at one point, and I don't think I ever got a chance to share it, so we decided today was a good time. And anyone who is carrying this in your heart, perhaps this will speak to you at some point also. What is a practitioner? A spiritual practitioner becomes rather than does. They are those who feel called to learn as much spiritual understanding as comes their way, and then to take the route of studying for a 2-year study to become licensed practitioners. The purpose of a practitioner is to lead by example in walking the spiritual path, and to be available to meet with others who may be going through one of those tough moments in life: health, relationships, life events, changes in circumstances, and help work in a more one-on-one fashion with them to remember the truth of it all. By means of prayer, listening, sometimes teaching, I see those qualities in you. I have since the first class you took with me. Your spiritual curiosity and the depth of your willingness to be honest with yourself and to listen within. And here you stand.
Yes, yes, we can applaud. So each of these beloveds said yes to consciousness training. I don't know if you really knew what you were taking on when you said yes to Beth and said, okay, I trust. So they took the step on the ladder, right? They didn't know what they were getting into, but they took the step, scary. And then they continued to climb through the coursework when they were uncovering lots and lots of probably of false beliefs and untruths about themselves. And it's scary to let loose of those attachments, but they made the commitment, and that's what becoming a practitioner is all about. Today, we are giving practitioners their stoles. So we have stoles for them, and I wanted to just describe, I wanted to talk about it because you probably see practitioners with a stole on, and you're thinking, what the heck is that thing? What is that thing? So in the Science of Mind teaching, Centers for Spiritual Living, the stole is really not like a vestment, like a church vestment. Not in the same as in like the Catholic tradition, Christian tradition. Instead, it carries a symbolic, metaphysical, and ceremonial meaning that aligns with our teaching. So the symbol, it's a symbol of spiritual service. They're in service to this community. So what does it mean? It means a conscious commitment to spiritual service. And when they wear it, it's saying, I have a readiness to serve, a willingness to be a channel for spiritual truth, and a dedication to being a healing presence in this center. So it's not like a badge of hierarchy, but it's a reminder of their spiritual responsibility and sacred duty to this center and to us. They are here to serve us. It's a visible sign of holding sacred space on behalf of this community. That's the stole, okay? So now I'm going to turn it over to Reverend Neil, and he's going to continue. I'm going to get my stuff ready. Do you want me to hold it for you? I can hold it. Okay, I'll hold it. Oh, yeah, Beth will hold it. Okay, there's many parts to it. Beth will hold it.
we are presenting to you these sacred people who are stepping forward into sacred service and are becoming part of the healing arm of not only CSL Temecula Valley, but also part of a global community of practitioners throughout the CSL community worldwide. And they are the healing part of our teaching, which is not a healing in our tradition, is a revealing. So it is their job to reveal the truth that is already present.
And so it's time to actually dedicate yourselves to this responsibility, this sacred service, right? And I want you to know that Ernest Holmes gave a talk. We call it the Call to the Ministry. It was to graduating ministers and practitioners. And here's the good news. One of the things he says, you do not need to be paragons of virtue. He said,
Check.
He said if that were the case, nobody would make it. But he did say, here's the hard part though. You are called to love. You are called to love everyone. Love. Remember, love is love. No matter what they do or what they say. So step into love as you step into service. And now I'm going to ask you and request you to answer this. Do you consecrate yourself to this spiritual vision and activity of being a practitioner? Yes. Thank you. Do you accept Reverend Charlene Kusner as your minister and spiritual leader and teacher?
Yes.
Can you promise at all times that it will be obvious that your commitment is to this ministry? Reverend Charlene, will you now present the practitioner's stole? And as she presents this, there's a song. It says, you are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. And so I just know that you are, your hands, your voice, your hearts are the voice of the divine, the touch of the divine. The love of God. Keep on going.
Practitioners who said yes.
What a blessing. Thank you so much for answering the call.
My turn? Okay. All right. Thank you. So this is a group participation. So I'm going to ask our previously licensed practitioners and ministers, if you would like to renew your vow to this ministry, you are welcome to stand and come forward as the healing arm of our center. Please come forward. Yeah, we're going to give them. Come forward. These are practitioners who have been licensed for 5, 10, 15, 20 years or more. The healing arm of our center. We're going to give you a rose as a part of this sacred service. So as a practitioner, you are called to embody and live the principles of the science of mind, to practice the presence of God in all you think, say, and do. And so, licensed practitioners, if you consecrate yourself to this spiritual vision and activity, please affirm by saying, I do.
Yes, I do.
Thank you for your sacred service to this community. I want to acknowledge Alex Zaruto is a practitioner intern. He is in his second year of study. He is holding light in the back. And Kay, if you are here, Anne, please stand. And I'd like to acknowledge Anne. Anne has completed 2 years of consciousness studies, has graduated, took her exam, and is potentially licensing in the spring, and we will have an installation service for Anne as well as Alex upon their licensing. So just wanted to acknowledge these two beloveds as well. We love you for your sacred yes. So I was going to ask Reverend Sharon to do our closing community prayer for us today. Would you mind?
To do that.
Thank you.
So I'm just taking a breath and relaxing into the deep, 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 deep awareness of the one. One presence, one love, one power in, through, and as uniquely expressing each one of us. We are that divine presence. So steeped in that love, I know that whatever the need may be today, there is an answer. There is light and love, support. There is abundance. There's joy. There's healing. There's revealing truth in our minds, in our hearts, in our lives. That we are filled up with the light of this truth, the love of God, and we walk forward today from this beautiful experience of community, shining that light, touching lives in ways we may not realize, because we see the divine in each. We're bringing holiness and wholeness to the world, first in our own lives, in our families, in our community, in the work we do, in the way we express ourselves in the world. And I'm just taking a moment to be deeply grateful for this presence, this love, this wisdom that is guiding, this wholeness that is truly expanding and exploding out and reaching around the world, touching lives. And so with the joyful heart, I know the words spoken here are simply a revelation of what is already true. We are whole, we are healed, we are God, we rejoice in that knowing. And so I can release these words into that infinite presence, the dynamic, creative power of the universe, knowing it's already done, and it is good. And will you join me as we affirm this together by saying, and so it is.
Please welcome our newly licensed practitioners. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. Thank you for your sacred yes to service and this community. We love you. So after service, we're going to celebrate. We have a big cake in the social hall, and so please love these beloveds up as they have said yes to sacred service. So thank you. And now you can go. I'm going to finish service, but you guys can go.
Oh, we can go.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We're going to do our announcements and finish up service, but thank you, Reverend Neil. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Sharon Hudson. Thank you, Beth Haas, for participating today. Thank you. You can go. Bye. All right, we are going to move into that time of sacred giving back to this place that sources and supports us, that feeds us with our teaching, this teaching philosophy. So I would ask our ambassadors to please come forward. Monica, thank you, and Holly, please come forward. These are our ambassadors who greet us as we come in, give us nice big warm hugs if that's what we want. Thank you for your sacred yes to service. Thank you. So this is our opportunity to give back to this place that serves us, that sources us, that supports us as we step on the rungs of that ladder of consciousness where we grow and we change our lives. And so when we give back to this place in a financial, material way, it does so to support our music ministry, our youth and family ministry, our teaching education. So it all pours into this place where we can serve this Temecula Valley and the world in a greater and greater way. So I am grateful for your donations. We have Venmo and PayPal, and we have auto tithing available. So thank you for all of it. So I would ask that you just take your tithe and you place it on your heart and you just infuse some gratitude into it. Thank you for the opportunity to participate in giving and receiving, to give to something that is bigger than myself, to this teaching philosophy that changes lives and then in turn changes the world. How good it is to be a part of this endeavor, this spiritual endeavor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So let's do our affirmation of abundance together, shall we? With gusto. I know you could do it. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Very good. Rockin', that was great. Thank you. Was I?
How about a hand for
I
Reverend
was.
Charles?
Woo! I love it. All right, it's time for our announcements. So we have a new announcer as part of our crew. Leanne Green has said yes to sacred service, so she will be joining us on the announcer rotation, and she takes great care of me and Grace, along with Peg and others who find all the typos that I have in my announcements, and they correct them before they even get here. So please welcome Leanne. Thank you.
Morning. All right. Today, after service, practitioner Beth Haas will be offering a wisdom teaching called Stocking Stuffers for the Season, which will support us in preparing for the holiday season with instruction on how to remember names, how to turn down that voice of judgment, and my favorite, how to eat what you want. This will be after service around 11:30 in Suite B. The Love Offering supports the center. The Gifts of Spirit group is holding its last meeting of the year tomorrow night, December 8th, in the home of Ann Woodward at 6:30. We will hold a short business meeting followed by personal gift sharing, a guided meditation, and a holiday potluck. We are looking forward to looking back and moving forward into our new year plans. The CSL TV book study is on break, but will begin again on January 14th. The group chooses a book in alignment with our teaching and then discusses prominent points together. If you are interested in joining this online book study, please see the sign-up sheet on the activities table. We are having our annual special candlelight service on Sunday, December 21st at 10 a.m. This will be a Sunday service in which we celebrate the holiday, honoring the Christ consciousness within all people. We will have wonderful music by Diego, Ryman, and Joanna Pearl. We will end the service with a lovely candlelit moment in which we sing Silent Night together. And we have a surprise guest for the kids. Shh, Santa might be listening. After service, we will have a special potluck called Christmas Dinner. If you would like to bring a Christmas dinner dish, please see the sign-up sheet on the activity table. And we're kicking off the 2026 Super Bowl. This is supported by the Band of Brothers Ministry, and our goal is to collect 2,000 pounds of canned good food to donate to the Mission Hope Community Food Pantry around the time of the 2026 Super Bowl football game in February. So let's start now. Bring your canned goods to Suite B, rear office, for collection. 2,000 pounds is literally a ton of food. Thank you.
She did. Oh, I'm so happy she said yes to becoming a part of our little crew. Thank you, Leanne. I also want to point out that Anne Kirch-Gessner, stand one more time so I can see you. She is doing the CSL TV Legacy Book Drive. So she is cultivating a library here for our youth and family program, where this will go on in for years and years to come with books that support our teaching for children. So she is looking for, are you looking for shoppers? Yeah, are you a shopper? She is looking for shoppers. So we have gathered, I think, almost $900. Is it more than that? We were like 780, but I thought more came in. But anyway, we're doing good. We have gathered some donations to buy books. So Anne would like to get a crew of shoppers together to buy these books, and then we'll put nameplates on the inside of the book of who it was donated by, and so that your legacy travels with our legacy. So thank you, Anne, for this ministry. I'm so grateful. So see Anne in the breezeway after service if you'd like to be a shopper. There's a sign-up sheet on the activity table. Perfect. The Legacy Book Program. Thank you, Anne. Okay. I think that's it. We're going to go celebrate in the social hall after service. We have cake to celebrate our practitioners. So we're going to close with our peace, Let There Be Peace on Earth song. It's our fan favorite. So I encourage you to stand.
And everybody, this is the time for you to participate and express yourselves. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our power, love and war are we. We now walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song and vow, to take each moment and live each moment peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Sunday, I love you. Have a great Sunday. Have a beautiful week.